Imagine locking 5 of the world's top software engineers in separate rooms to build a single application. The rules are strict: no internet, no meetings, and they cannot speak to each other for an entire year. When you finally open those doors and attempt to combine their code, you'll find that different variables and conflicting logic have made the system unusable. You get a fatal merge conflict. The system crashes. Yet the document we're auditing today was written by 40 different authors over 15 centuries, and when you pull their work together, it finally merges with 0 fatal conflicts. Evaluating a claim like that requires us to temporarily set aside theology. We're going to run a strict, objective software engineering and data forensics audit on the Bible. Let's start with the repository specifications. This system contains 66 distinct microservices, or books. They were built by 40 developers with wildly disparate professional backgrounds, from military generals and kings to medical doctors and fishermen. These developers were scattered across 3 continents, Asia, Africa, and Europe, writing the original source code in 3 different programming languages: Hebrew, Aramaic, and Greek. Then there is the temporal variable. The development cycle lasted 15 centuries. The first contributor and the final contributor were separated by 1,500 years, making a status sync physically impossible. In any standard engineering environment, combining these geographic, linguistic, and temporal variables is a recipe for catastrophic system failure. But when we execute a git merge on these 66 documents, we find a recurring core engine. The narrative logic maintains a specific, identifiable trajectory from the very first commit to the final line. The audit reveals a consistent system logic. Humanity has a fatal system error it cannot repair, and the lead architect must intervene to pay the cost of the recovery. You will see different developer styles, for instance, how genealogies are documented, but the core system logic never hits a contradiction. From a data perspective, 40 random individuals assembling a complex narrative across 2 millennia presents a massive hurdle for traditional probability. A logical counterargument is that the younger developers simply read the older code and copied the themes. This is known as code sharing. But the theory of simple human collusion has to account for the historical timeline. Maintaining narrative purity while being conquered by different world powers is a significant data anomaly. The code survived centuries of enslavement under the Egyptian Empire without absorbing their religious culture. It persisted through the total destruction of its home base by the Babylonian Empire. The source code remained clean through the occupation of the Persian Empire, and the narrative survived the intense oppression of the Roman Empire. There's also the problem of foresight. A developer in 700 BC couldn't read the future, yet they designed specific prophetic code that only executed correctly 7 centuries later under a Roman government that didn't exist when the code was written. Human collusion struggles to explain how a narrative could maintain such high architectural consistency across these gaps. This level of consistency across 1,500 years suggests that a lead architect was guiding the overall commit process. It appears these 40 individuals used their own styles and hands to execute a single, pre-existing blueprint. But identifying a unified original codebase brings us to a massive system vulnerability. This data was not transmitted digitally. It was manually copy-pasted by human hands for thousands of years. In any other system, thousands of years of manual copying would lead to data corruption or tampering by whoever held the power. In our next episode, we'll examine the redundancy protocol, an ancient automatic backup system designed to preserve the integrity of the data. System auditing in progress. See you in episode 2.